Rick Mendoza says people like him have two major problems. They have to try to convince military and congressional leaders that homosexuals are competent soldiers. If the ban is lifted, he says they still have to struggle to show the Latino community that being gay is okay. But he's confident the president will come through with his promise. His optimism now sits in the hands of the commander-in-chief. I'm Damian Trujillo for El Noticiero.
Now, from the South Bay's news leader, News Channel 11 Sports.
Hi, I'm Damian Trujillo in for Raj Mathai. Now, it wouldn't be Thanksgiving without your football fixings. To Texas Stadium we go, and it's a long-awaited return of former coach Jimmy Johnson to Dallas. The hair's looking good. Nothing doing in the first half, so we'll take you to the third quarter. No score. Dan Marino back in action for the Finns, and he throws a touchdown pass, but to the opposing team.
Bay Area detective just finished taking DNA samples from 9 Mexican mothers, hoping to crack a highly publicized Bay Area murder mystery. They bust those mothers into Texas from Mexico, hoping one of them is the parent of a teenage Bay Area murder victim known only as Jane Doe. NBC 11's Damian Trujillo is the only Bay Area reporter with the detectives tonight. He's live in El Paso. Damian, how'd it go today?
Well, Lisa, these are all moms from a group called Justice for Our Daughters. Their teenage daughters are missing, and one of them looks like the teenage girl Alameda County Sheriff's deputies found murdered in Castro Valley last year. This is the moment these Mexican mothers and the Bay Area detectives had been waiting for. The mothers are offering their DNA, hoping it'll help police find their missing teenage daughters.
Pues es una angustia día tras día que siente uno.
Hortensia Enriquez says she's been in anguish since her daughter disappeared 4 years ago. The homicide investigators from Alameda County, in turn, are hoping one of these women is the mother of Jane Doe, who they believe was of Mexican descent. We had the trainer at police headquarters give us a quick jolt to see how effective and safe the tasers really are. We weren't trying to trivialize the demonstration. The laughing at the end was simply a knee-jerk reaction to the shock. To get a sense of how it feels to be tased, every officer will receive a modified jolt, like this. Wow. I felt the voltage from head to toe and would have probably fallen to the ground if I wasn't sitting. Now the police chief says every one of his beat cops will carry a taser gun to subdue a suspect without using deadly force.
It's incredible to ride along with you. Damian, what are you seeing? You've been there for more than 24 hours. Is this socioeconomic lines here? What type of neighborhoods are being flooded?
It's not discriminating, Raj. I've seen poor neighborhoods. I've seen affluent neighborhoods. This is an upper middle class neighborhood here. And look at it. I mean, all of these homes, I'm not sure that they'll be able to be inhabitable in any time soon, even after the waters recede. You can see the enormity of what's happening here in Houston.
From the camera guy there as well, from the man driving the boat to all the homes around you. In terms of everyday life, Damian, in these last 48 hours, gas stations, schools, restaurants, grocery stores, is anything open? How are people getting by, the people who aren't evacuated?
That's a great question, Raj. Let me put it this way. Yesterday, I ended up eating all day. I ended up eating pork rinds and corn nuts because that's all there was at a gas station. Everything was closed yesterday. Today, stores and restaurants are starting to open back up. And so, like I said, people think they're in the clear, but then this happens and we're back at it again.
Okay, again, Damian Trujillo joining us live from a boat right there in Houston. It's a little after 8 o'clock Houston time. And Damian, one last question. Who's driving the boat? How did you hook up with them? And where exactly, what's the game plan? What are you going to do right now?
We're with Louis and his buddy, and they're just locals who've been doing this for 4 days. They're missing their families because they've been doing this all day for 4 days, just rescuing people. Like many people we met, Raj, as soon as this happened, the trucks with trailers and boats lined the streets ready to go and volunteer and rescue the folks who have been stranded out here. Just there's something about Texas. They talk about the big heart of Texas, and we're seeing what it's all about here in Houston because the folks out here really are showcasing it for the entire world.
All right, Damian Trujillo, very compelling reporting. We will see later on in this newscast, and good luck to Louis and the crew with you in terms of recovering any rescues tonight. In addition to providing live reports now during our newscast, Damian has also been working tirelessly via social media, posting videos going through those flooded neighborhoods like this one on Facebook and Twitter. Again, we'll check in with Damian later in the newscast.
And the search continues. They're pulling out the debris in bucketfuls and dumping them on the side of the building here. This is going to be going on for the next few days or so as the family members sit here and watch. One thing that has hampered the operations, it has rained the last 3 days, and so they've had to stop the search operation because it just makes the debris slippery. It makes that building heavier, and so they have to stop for safety reasons, and then they're back at it. We are live in Mexico City. I'm Damian Trujillo, NBC Bay Area News.
Very insightful reporting. Thank you, Damian.